Welcome to our spotlight session with Judy. She is a simultaneous interpreter specialized in medical interpreting. Amongst others, she has a mysterious second specialization that she will share with us, and I can't wait. Judy, the floor is yours.
Hi, my name is Yitka or Judy. Okay, or either way, Italian maybe have some troubles to pronounce it, so I then make their life easier, and Judy and everyone's remember it, and so it's fine. And I'm a multilingual interpreter, and my languages are Czech, Slovak, Italian, and English. And in a month, I have to do an exam in Spanish.
Wow, so your fifth language, your fifth working language then, yeah?
This is not, no, it's not going to be working. I just have to do this exam to finish my degree. So it was kind of mandatory to do it. It wasn't chosen. And I start, my first combination was actually Czech and Italian because I'm native from Czech Republic, but I've been living most of my life here in Italy, so I consider myself mostly Italian. And also in Czech Republic, they consider me Italian. This is kind of strange. And I moved in Italy in 2000, and I start study, and I take my first degree. I did Cello 4, which is C1 level Italian as a foreign language at the University of Perugia. And then I'm just gonna open my slide. So I have some, let me see. Oh no, I have to first share the screen. And then for the moment, you're gonna see my desktop. Don't look at them. Don't pay attention to the mess on my desktop.
I don't know what you mean. It's, I don't see anything. Okay. Oh, quickly open the PowerPoint. It was just a loading sign. I know it. I know how it feels. Yeah.
There you go. And okay. So I take my first certification, Italian language. And in 2004, the Czech Republic became a member of the European Union. And so the market opened more than before. And a lot of companies need to go in the Czech Republic. And there, of course, there was a language barrier. And the people that go to do their business must have some cultural awareness, because for a long time the border was closed, so the cultural difference was pretty much big. And also there was they must create the new law when the status of Czech Republic has changed. So this was my first combination, and then I took the Sarah wants to know what was the second specialization. I take a different path. My second combination was actually the interpretation from English to Italian, because I have this cultural association which promotes Native American culture in Italy. And I bring Native American from United States and Canada and in Italy to do conferences and workshops and the festivals, and they may come for a month or two, or even this in 2011 especially was long, it was the last 3 months. And of course I need to communicate, so I need to improve my English. And even if that time my English level wasn't that good as now, I know the topic like upside down, so for this was easier to me to start as an interpreter in this for Native American culture. This is a show from 2011. There was also Antonio Norato, which was the guitarist of Pino Daniele, for example, during the show. And I was working as interpreter. And the most difficult show, it was like in 2016, where I was organizing the festival. and there was many people, and there's also the issue going on, and so you have to solve the issue, but the audience of course doesn't notice anything because everything is working perfectly. And for me, my rest, it was when the show was going on, like at 9 o'clock at the evening, show was going on, I can finally have some relief. Okay, everything is working, this is the end. But no, because a lot of time there was another interpreter, and because to translate Native American culture, you must have some cultural awareness, because otherwise you can sound offensive or also ridiculous, because, for example, a squaw is offensive to the Native American women, and so red skin, in Italy they use it a lot, but it's offensive term. Or the costume, because they're not wearing costume, it's called regalia. And so there was my usual interpreter that was working on the stage, and somebody comes to me while I was relaxing and with all of these, and ask me, where is the interpreter? And I think, of course, she is on the stage, this show is going on. And then I look on the stage, and no, there was one of the organizers that was interpreting, and his English level was like A1, so it was something horrible. So I ran on the stage, I grabbed the mic, and I started interpreting. It was the fastest assignment I ever had. But everything went well, and then after a while the interpreter appeared with nonchalance. I don't know, maybe have some stomach issue, or I have no idea what happened. She never told me what happened there. But show must go on, and so it went. And I have also in 2012 I interpret for another big show that I don't have my usual interpreter. It was in 2012 in Marghera Estate Village, and so I have the specialization also for shows and to have a large audience. And if you see the right side on the screen, that was the last festival that I was interpreting for. It was during the COVID time. It was 2020, and fortunately, just on July, this is from Crow tribe from Montana, but he was in Paris in France, so he can come for a festival, because only in July and only in Europe the flight was allowed. There was no flight allowed from United States. And this was my last work as interpreter, and my last time that I was organizing a festival. And then what happened during the COVID time, everything slowed down, and so everybody has time to think about the real values, about what really counts. And this is that I borrowed from one of my favorites philosopher, that is Henry Thoreau. I went to the woods because I wished to live deliberately, to the front only to the essential facts of the life, and see if I could not learn but it had to teach, and not that I came to die, discover that I have not left. And Henry Thoreau in the mid-18th century went to live on the woods for 2 years. And the reason of this, because we are all surrounded with the stuff, with the noise, with the people, and this all has influence on us, and we might think that we want something, but it's just because the society tell us that we want that things. And so when you have only essential things, and in his case, it was 2 years in the woods, only with the things that was really necessary, have the opportunity without any external voices or influences, can really think what is really core, who are really you, what is your core, and what is your purpose. And after 2 years, he go back to the society, and of course they told him, why you come back into the society. And he said, for the same reason, because I wish to live deliberately. And what does this mean, to live intentionally, to don't just let yourself drag with the others, or just let yourself flow with the flow, but to take action, to take conscious action, to take the path that you really want. And it doesn't matter how big they are. You can take the small step each day, whatever is your possibility to do. And so I realized that my life, I haven't built anything in my life that I want. I have just what the other people give me, and I was caring for others, but no, I wasn't caring about myself. And so I want to change this. And I also have very toxic relationship, and therefore also very toxic environment. And so somehow I want to do a change. So I find a work as a OPI interpreter, that's over the phone interpreter. And what is good about the thing is not that much the pay. That is not like when you do in-person interpreting, but you can be anywhere. You know, this is the good thing. And so I think I never was to the Balkans. And so because all I need is the private place and a stable connection, I decided to take this trip to the Balkans by myself and working and find these beautiful places. And so I crossed Hungary, Croatia, Bosnia, Albania is wonderful. I recommend it. And Greece, and I spent like 3 months or maybe more on a self-discovery, and it was unforgettable. This is the Bay of Kotor. If you don't know, for holidays to go to the mountains or to the sea, you have to choose the Kotor Bay. This is in Albania. When I started to work as over the phone interpreter, they allow me just for the combination Czech and English. That's finally I start to work. Czech and English combination, and Slovak and English. But I didn't pass the exam for Italian and English in the time. And because the minimum was 80% and I get 79. So I was disappointed, and I take the test the months later, and I failed again. And so the Albert Einstein says the insanity is to repeat the same thing over and over and expect a different result. So I was thinking, okay, I might do something different here. So I take English classes, and I enroll for a Cambridge exam, and I get prepared for that exam. Which, by the way, if you are thinking about taking that certification, I will advise you to prepare at least for 6 months. And to know that exam upside down, because you can have a good English proficiency, but if you don't know anything about the exam, then mostly like you don't have chance to pass it. And the opposite also true. If you don't have the great English proficiency, but you know really about the exam, so you might probably pass that exam. And also I love to be medical interpreting. So I decided I have to improve a little bit on that. So I enrolled the 40 hours ALTA course for medical interpreting. There was just English and Italian combination available. I wasn't available for Czech, so I take that course. And so in the wintertime, I retake the exam to be able to work also as an OPI for Italian and English combination. And finally, I passed the test. Then the next one was the Cambridge exam. I had really, I have great anxiety. I almost get up and I say, okay, you are here, you have to finish it. And so I finished the exam, but I have to wait for the results 2 months. So in the meantime, the last exam that I supposed to take, it was the ALTA certification for medical interpreting for Italian and English combination. And I passed it, and then I was just waiting for the result for the Cambridge exam. And I wasn't expecting it, but I passed that exam too, with the minimum, with the minimum of points, but I did it. And so this teaches me, okay, if you have an exam, you have to prepare yourself constantly with it every day, and you can get there. In the meantime, my dream was to become a simultaneous interpreter. And not just any simultaneous interpreter, I want to be a simultaneous interpreter for UNESCO. And so I started to go to the course for the interpreters here in Perugia, and I went to enroll it. And so I did 1 semester in the preparation to start at school. But then unfortunately, I find that I was costing about 12,000 euro. And so I cannot afford it at the time. And so but I love to study. So I started looking what bachelor degree I can enroll. And I find the international studies for sustainability and social development, which is wonderful course because I have philosophy, I have economics, international law, civil law, public law, and there's a lot of informatics, Spanish, English literature. So it was really I can experiencing many different classes, and it was fun. But I still want to be a simultaneous interpreter. So how can I do that? And there was a time that I find Sarah and Lavinia, and I started practicing the simultaneous interpreter. And so since like summer until winter, I was practicing, and I was so I wanted this happen so much that even if I was busy because I was studying and working, so my schedule was really busy and required a lot of discipline. I started interpreting in a car. Wherever I go and I have the news on, first I start with the shadowing and then I started interpreting. So just, to be able to practice, to have time to practice. And so it happened that by the end, it was, I think, 2023, has called me in the agency that have the simultaneous interpreting for me. But I wasn't sure if I'm ready for it. So I declined it. I declined the offer. And they called me 2 weeks later and they start to insist. Probably they didn't find anybody else, but they like really insisting. And they told me, what is the problem? So I was really honest and I said, I'm comfortable with consecutive interpretation. I'm not that much comfortable with simultaneous interpreting. And they said, oh, you just be fine. And so I was thinking, this is what I want to do, Please, Judy, don't say no another time. And so I take the job and it went well. And 2 months or 3 months later, they call me and then hire me as a simultaneous interpreter for UNESCO. So I did it. Yeah, because I see always a simultaneous interpreter, with this skill, like this is incredible, I love it. And while I was interpreting for this meeting in UNESCO, I was like, oh my God, I'm one of them. So I was really happy. And
amazing. What a journey. You're so inspiring. Congratulations, really.
To be honest, it's really hard. Oh, this is the opposite. It's really hard work. Now it's look like fun, and it was a great opportunity for a personal growth, all these changing and journeys and learning. And I love it, enjoy this. But to be honest, it's not a piece of cake. And then I don't know what time is it. I didn't see the time.
We have time. It's 22. We still have 20 minutes.
Oh yeah. Okay. And so this is the last, not the last. The last. This is the last next goal. That's cool. It's not the last goal. And it's my degree for the sustainable development. And right now I'm writing the thesis in the women's fundamental rights and the system of the law protection in the United States and in European Union. Because the fifth goal of the goals from the United Nations from Agenda 2030, it's the gender equality. And I see all the laws that has been done over the past 100 years, and there's still lots to do, because even there is a law, they're not always respected. And it's also it's not just a legal problem, it's also social and cultural problem that has profound root. And I know this is kind of far away from my work as an interpreter, but I don't believe that we have to follow just one path. They told us you have to pick this and stick with it, and it seems like all the journey has to be straightforward. And this is just not the case, because there's in every path there is ups and downs, and you have to skip issues. And we always look at successful people and think they are so lucky, but this is just the surface, because under every success and every successful people, there's a lot of struggles and a lot of works that we might see. And also in every person that we meet, there's the struggles that we don't see. We see just the surface, and most of the people stop there. And so I think we have to do what really it's in our core, and to follow our path. And also, we always think there is no right or wrong choice. So there's two doors. There's a door A, and then there's the door B. And we have to pick one. And if we take the door B, we find some obstacle, some issue. We are thinking, oh, I take the brake choice. Why I don't take the door A? And this is not happen because as this is the wrong choice. This has happened only because we don't see the struggles that we have to face if we take the other door. And so the important thing is to choose what resonates you, what's really drives your soul, because they're most like to be willing to struggle for it. And so this is this is the true. And the last thing,
so much wisdom here, really. Yes.
I went to the end, and I haven't timing when I was trying, so I don't know how long it will take. And I don't know if I forget something, because I was really, this was really exciting. I never talked before about this whole journey. And
Well, your natural talent, really. Absolutely, yeah.
This is the
I love this
first.
last quote as well here. This is your last slide, you're saying?
This is this is one more. I have many of them, so I love it. This is my first. This is my one of the quotes that I like. It's never too late to be who you might have been, because there is also I'm too old to do this. Because in the university I was with the girls like 20, so I was the oldest one.
No, in sustainability, you mean, or on your current studies, you mean?
Yeah, in the university when I'm my bachelor degree now. So there was like 20 years gap between us. So, but it's to show that it's never too late. Even there's people that start in their 50s, or there was one graduated in the 70s.
Yeah, this is mindset, exactly. It's all those self-limiting beliefs. They're just limiting you, and it's not necessary. I love this quote. It's so inspiring. Exactly. It's never too late to be who you might have been. Amazing. Yeah.
There are people that start businesses at 50s, or you can start painting, or you can start.
Absolutely.
It's not like, okay, I didn't this before, and so I couldn't do it now. It's just not true. You can start whatever you want, every age, and don't listen like all these voices that you can't.
Very inspiring, really. But if this is your last slide, people please take a screenshot of Judy's email here, for example. But then do you want to maybe stop the screen share so we can open the floor for questions? Because I'm
Yeah,
sure
sure.
there are some, as we learned so many things. It's now again, like I remember, like these spotlights are so great. Like we learn each things from each other. Maybe we would not have expected or not thought of. Like, can you elaborate on? I will just start with the first question, and everyone else, please think of your questions as well. Like the Native American festivals, can you elaborate on this? Like what was this about? How did you come into this? Because you are Czech, Italian, like there was not America in there now, but you organize Native
Mm.
American festivals in Italy or something. Tell us about it. It's so great. Like yeah.
Yeah, so my ex-husband was like, he started it the first, but then I started to do it like 100%, and so I develop this festivals, the advertisement, the website, and all the things. And the last thing that I did was create this museum about Native American culture, which was like, they're still there. I'm just not there anymore, doing other things. And so for a long time, I've been doing this, and I'm the person who mostly contributed to divulgate Native American culture in Italy. This is kind of weird, from somebody from Czech Republic.
This
Then
is amazing. Yeah. And was it voluntary or was this a job? Also, did you earn your living with this, or was this voluntary kind of?
both
Mm, mm.
things. Yeah,
Oh,
but
great. Very fascinating.
it was I like it, and
Mhm.
I did I think I did really good job. Only it wasn't something that that was my choice,
Yeah. But you start liking it, and you already have a legacy. You founded a museum which still exists. This is great. So congratulations. So super interesting. Anybody else? Any questions on that or another section of Judy's journey, which was really like full of variety? So great. Anurag, please. You can just unmute. Yeah. If it's not too chaotic,
Thank
you can
you.
just unmute.
It was a very nice session, Miss Judy. Your journey is quite inspiring. For young interpreters who have just finished their studies, I wanted to know more precisely how can we start a career in medical interpreting? Like, what are the type of courses available online? Could you give us some suggestions, please?
Well, I did
Great question.
the Alta course, and I don't know when you are where you are reside, but the Alta
I
course
live in India.
India. Because the Alta course, I know that I didn't use it, but by the end, when you finish the course, they give you all the contacts, but in United States. So I contacted a few agencies, and of course, the issue is that you don't reside in states, maybe. But I work as an OPI, as a medical interpreter. There is voice that do just medical interpreting, but you must have some experience, or yeah, there's companies over the phone, or I don't know. I never work in a hospital's life. I think the easiest way to go to human resources in that hospital and give them your resume.
And also, do you think Ultra course is a good one? You can do it online from home. Is it possible to do it, or you have to be in United States?
For me, I think it helps me because I get this first job in neurology, and so I have some practice. But after that, I did also some practice, and I get this certification. It opens me a door because you have education, and that this is it's important, I think. Yeah. So if you can get certificates, that is always showing that you are willing to learn and that you believe in education. And it's also always good to put it on a resume.
And it's online, right? You didn't go to the US to do it.
No, I did it online now. Yeah,
Yeah,
online.
great. Yeah. Mhm.
Thank you very
Very
much.
good.
Welcome.
Yeah, Annelies, please.
Hi, thank you for your speech. It was great, great presentation. I do have two questions actually. First is about the Cambridge exam. I would love to hear the benefits, like what are the benefits for you of taking this exam? And also, I already heard about ALTA course, but I'm desperately trying to find some training for interpreter, online ones, but that are not specialized in like not medical training, because I'm not a medical, neither translator nor interpreter. And like, if any of you have any recommendation, I would be happy to take them. Thank you.
So, what's the key question? Practice online?
Practice online, and the benefit of taking
Oh, yeah.
the benefits of taking the Cambridge exam, because
Okay, first,
same,
yeah.
I've been like I've been thinking of taking it for a long time, but I'm like, what the point? As of today, I'm like in 10 years translator and interpreter. So just to see.
I didn't see any benefit from the Cambridge. Of course, when you have it, it's always, when you have the certificate, always it's always a plus, but it's not necessarily a must. I think the certificate for me, it was that I was studying, and all the journey. It's not just the certification; it was the whole journey to prepare myself to improve my English, and also to do the challenges, because on this journey there was challenges. There was always going like up gradually, not like from 0 to 100, but always I do these little steps, achievable goals, and that when you achieve one, you can take another one. For me, the Cambridge exam is good for university. I don't have to go to English classes in my course, so some time. And also now that I'm gonna enroll another university degree, I need it for that. So it's important for university. As interpreter, they it was never requested, and they mostly like testing your proficiency when they hire you, so, or when you have experiencing with the different companies, they don't even look maybe on certificates. And the second question was about the practice.
But more than the practice, was like, do you know some trainings? Because I've heard about ALTA, but do you know other trainings that are available online that you don't have to travel along like a long way from home?
Like, I just posted the link to an open practice channel, the Interpreters Brussels practice group from YouTube. I think on YouTube there's also one from Canada. So if you maybe like research on YouTube a bit, and you can participate in those. That's like informal. Are you looking for like informal practice like it used to be in our group, or more like an official
I would
training?
love to find some official training. Like, I don't know if you've heard about Karen McKay in the US.
It's not like I promoted the ALTA. I did it because I just when I did the exam for ULNG at the beginning, the ALTA was one that was testing me, and so I just find it and I just do this. I don't know if there's other courses. I have no idea. I know no proven ALTA certificates. They don't pay me. I did it, but the course is basically. You have also the practice group there. Yeah, they have like maybe two times, 1 time or 2 times a week. They practice, and so you can go while doing the course. You can go there.
And I think there's this every year there is a workshop, but it is in person in Spain by a group called WISE. They organize something in person. So you need to like research like WISE interpreting or something, and it's I think it already happened this year, but maybe they offer it twice a year now. I'm not so sure. And it's like a few days full of interpreting practice. But every day, and from interpreters for interpreters. But I think you can also get like a participation or attendance certificate or something like this. And when we had our guest speaker, Giuseppe from Peru, he shared a link. He did a training course. It was an international organization for interpreters. Maybe you can ask him, Giuseppe Gallotta from Italy as well. He's in our community. And this was also like, it was an official course. He paid about interpreting, but not like 2 years, not like a master's. It was condensed, like
Okay.
Giuseppe. Yeah.
Cool, thanks.
Cool. Lovis, please.
Excuse me. You said about voice interpreting. Could you tell me what languages do they offer for this workshop?
Oh, I don't. Also, they offer more than Spanish and English, for example. So they offer multiple, but I don't know on top of my head. I need to research, please. Sorry. Yeah. Clovis wanted to say something, I think. Yeah.
Yes, hello.
Hey, we hear you. Yes.
Yeah, good day. How are you doing?
Great to have you here from one African country here. Wonderful. Africa,
Yeah, from
Cambodia. It's again so amazing. India. Wow.
yeah, sure. Precisely from Cameroon. Yeah, Central Africa.
Oh, wonderful.
And yeah, sorry, what's that? Judy, I pick up your presentation belatedly, and from the little I got, I think it was brilliant presentation, and thank you for sharing. I
Thank you.
just want to find out about you talked about UNICEF. I don't know, how did you manage to get to the level you got in with UNICEF? Did you start with pro bono, or maybe could you expatiate a little bit on that? I didn't get you. I didn't get, because I know most of the time getting into such organization, maybe you start from courses or yeah.
From UNESCO, but I went there through the agency. Was the agency that hired me?
Okay, with the agency. Okay, I can understand.
Maybe it's easier for me because the Czech is it's one of the, it's not that it's a less requested combination. There's not that much Czech English interpreters. So it's easier that, for example, that English and Italian, there's a lot of them. And also I had the specialization in I getting the bachelor degree in international studies for sustainability. So I think the agency chose me because of that, because I have the experience and knowledge in that sector.
It's your specialization of interpreting. That's great. Wonderful. Thank you, everyone. Any more questions or comments?
Hi, Sarah. I just want to share something, to maybe a question.
Please, Saren.
Yeah, I also interested in knowing the, online course for interpretation. Normally, I don't do many interpretation job, so that's why sometimes I join, sometimes I don't. Mostly I do translation, because of maybe certification, maybe, the field, we are not in that field or something. That's why we don't have much work with the interpretation. So maybe having the accreditation or certification for like a education field or medical field maybe can help us to get more job for interpretation. So if anybody know the really reliable, training course and with the affordable price, then I and Madam who want to join, maybe we could consider. Please share your suggestion for that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for asking. Yeah, you're always welcome to share content in our community and the school platform, Terps Practice Network, it's still called. So share your ideas and yeah, information sources there. Of course, always welcome. Well, with that, I think it's a wrap. It was great having you again. And again, like I just want to point out, thank you again for participating in a discussion about the future of the Terps Practice Network. Please continue, whether you want to keep this format, but at €7 per month, or you want it free and a different format, or a totally different idea with a different name, because we don't have any practices anymore. Let us know. Let me know in the school community. We are discussing it there at the moment in text format, by post and email. And I will also organize a call soon where we can talk in this kind of environment here in this setting on Zoom. All right. With that, have a great rest of your Wednesday. Thank you, Judy, so much. It was really such a great and inspiring content that you shared. And it's
Thank
also a
you.
network, right? Having a spotlight speaker, in the network is also like part of, I think, the name network, because then, people being on the spotlight, we get to know this person better, and look, we learn amazing things if there's a spotlight on it, more than maybe outside in those kind of like breakout rooms. So it's so cool. I really love it. It's a really, I'm really inspired myself, and I just want to also share like, a little celebration sound for you. Sorry, I'm ranting here because it was really, really so cool.
Ah,
Really.
Thank you.
Really, it was really so great. And also coming here.
Thank you.
And also coming forward for the first time, speaking to people, as a spotlight speaker about yourself. You've never done it, you said. And, I would not have known. It was a natural talent. You can totally be a public speaker. So absolutely.
Okay.
And with that,
Okay.
see you again next week, guys. Have a great
Okay.
week. Bye-bye.
You too.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.